All right. Solo Sikoa in 2024 versus Solo Sikoa in 2025. Your preference, Mike Snellgrove. What's up, buddy?
Oh, 2025. I love everything about him right now.
Yep.
I
So the whole comedic, the whole lane that he's in, the Timu bloodline, or whatever you want to call it, you liking this instead of at top with Cody trying to be Roman Reigns.
at top last year was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything, the little spectacle they made of it. But now what they're doing with him, I just like them. They're giving him a little bit more rope, letting him show a little bit more of his. I don't want to say comedic side, but he's a little bit more animated. Like, come on, like the facial expressions, like when he's on the mic,
Yeah.
it all goes well, and he's so comfortable out there. You know, I like seeing guys that are comfortable out there. Give them the mic and let them flow instead of these guys that's kind of force fed a little bit. You know, I can listen to Solo talk shit all day out there.
So last year he felt force fed, right? And then now he's comfortable. He's the US champ. He's in this, it's not as high pressure role. So he's able to kind of let his tie down, unbuckle the shirt, let it flow a little bit, right? And
Yeah.
it's working for him to an extent. Last year I was never really a Solo Sikoa guy. And even leading into the years, I was just like, I don't see it. Like, yeah, he's like Roman's henchman, but I think Jay's the future, right? I think
Yeah.
Jay's the guy that's going to break out of this, or Sammy. And Jay was the guy to break out of it and do something. I never really envisioned Solo to do it. So then when they tried forcing it down our throat, it's just, I felt like it was like sacrificing like Cody in a way. Like, all right, Cody's going to try to make this work. It's like, all right, we're doing this for Roman's return. And it's just, the shoe just wasn't fitting the push. But now that you said it, comfortability is cool. So I'm glad Solo found his footing. Whatever opinion you had on him, you ended up being a little bit right. Showed that he is a valuable player. And he kind of showed this is where he should be, right? So,
and plus, Ryan, he's got the crew around him now. Solo's the star.
yes,
Like
very true.
before, you had Jay, and then you had the emergence of Fatu. Like Jacob, it's just, and like these guys were being pushed forward. Now look at the crew around him. You know, he is the focal point of that crew. So it's perfect for him.
Yeah, Mike, that's a really good point. Speaking of, what do you think of the guy next to him? I know this is your guy, the Samoan werewolf, Fatu. This guy had it as soon as he arrived. And I think that Solo was kind of harpened by this guy's upside being right next to him. You know what kind of I love you Solo was so
I
simple.
hated that. I hated that.
And it was so corny. It was simple and corny, but it worked. Like
Yeah.
it was a nice
It worked in the
transition.
beginning, Ryan. It worked in the beginning.
Well, it worked at the end too when he's like, I hate you Solo, and ripped him off the ladder. The payoff worked.
Yeah, I'll give you it did. It worked for that moment. Yes, you're right.
So even if you didn't like it, you still like the guy, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
I've been in Fatu's corner since that guy showed up. I was like, this guy's got it. Like a guy that big moving around the ring like that, just his little mannerisms and everything. I'm like, whew, he's gonna be the next big thing.
well, what do you believe of the reports of, believe what you want with him, but the reports, Rhea Ripley, Jacob Fatu, and Braun Breaker are the focused next three people to be the head of the company. What do you think? Are the right three too big for Fatu's bridges? What do you think?
I need more time with Fatu on the mic. I don't believe that you could put guys in the spotlight that struggle with the microphone. I think Rhea struggles with the microphone. I think Braun's getting there. I think Braun will be all right. And I haven't seen enough of Fatu with the microphone in his face yet. I haven't seen him come out on the start of a Raw or the start of a SmackDown or the start of any show and just take the mic.
To compare those three on the mic, right? I would say all three of them are pretty decent on the mic, but they're one-dimensional. They don't have a lot of flexibility on the microphone, right? Maybe if we saw a little bit of flexibility with Solo last year, he was very one-dimensional on the microphone, and now he's a little. He's not. They can risk him showing a little ass, right? Last year he couldn't show the ass. Now he can show the ass. Fatu, Breaker, Rhea, especially Rhea, she's very one-dimensional on the microphone. Fatu, he's got some dog in him. He got some gangster to him. You know what I mean?
But
like
how long until that wears off with everybody?
It's endearing, though. What I was going to say is, though, it's endearing to all demographics, in my opinion, right? That dog, he speaks like me. You know what I mean? He's cool. That younger kid, oh, he looks cool. That nerdy kid, oh, I wouldn't want to fuck with him, right? his one laneness kind of is outreaching, in my opinion. Breaker is he's just a catchphrase. He reminds me a little bit of Roman Reigns back in 2015, like a little dead in the eyes when he speaks a little bit, right? But when he gets to that gear, he shows what he can be. And then Rhea, she's like good when she's emotional, but emotional in control. When she's emotional, not in control, she suffers, if that makes sense. Like,
I don't know. What was
her emotions don't vary.
A couple weeks ago, she had the opening spotlight on Raw. What was it, a month ago when she came out there and she called it Monday Night Mommy or whatever the hell it is? And I'm watching her 20 minutes going, I want her to be there, but I'm like, she's not ready yet. She doesn't, she can't carry the 20 minutes, you know?
Yeah, but when she was playing off Dom, she was great, right? So
yeah.
It's it's kind of like they gotta massage it out. They gotta find out who they are. But I know Fatu is a badass motherfucker, and he'll probably be all right in the long run. I'm not sure if he'll make it to that tippy top. I don't really see either. Maybe Breaker. Breaker probably has the biggest ceiling, and Rhea's unique because she's a female. Like, so who's the biggest female in the last 20 years? Becky, I guess, right? So can she get to that? Becky was like the face of the company for 6 months to a year. Can Rhea do that?
Yes.
Sure, but if they want to go with her, I'm not sure, right? So
I just think with Rhea, they really need to set it up perfect for her to really showcase.
Yeah, and they have the
roster.
roster
Like, it needs to be perfectly set for her and scripted for her to. She can't free flow.
Yeah, she's. I think she struggles when she's vulnerable, right? Because she's so menacing. So when they try to have her come across as vulnerable, it's, I don't know, but when
disingenuous.
When Fatu's vulnerable, he still has that like coolness and dog to him, right? Because like, did you see the SmackDown angle with the police and everything?
Awesome.
Unique way to kind of interject some emotion and
the way he came out at the end.
Yeah, an interest into this feud. I liked it. I was like, what is this? And then they got like the fake blood on Tonga. I'm like, oh, that looks fake. But then in retrospect, it was supposed to be fake, right? Yeah. So it was fun. Like, I'm glad it wasn't like a through line throughout like the series of a few episodes. And it was just a through line for the first hour into the second hour, right? So that worked for me. It was smart. And then you probably know this. Last year, my buddy pulled over Sikoa and did the whole ticket thing. I sent him a picture of Solo getting arrested, and then he was just like, "It's about time." But then he with the laughing emoji or whatever, right? So, yeah. All right. Well, what do you think of the cage match here, Mike? The cage. Do you think it's needed? Do you think it's a little bit too, like, these guys don't deserve it? What do you think?
What I like about this cage match, and I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what, this is truly one of the matches. I think when you go down the slate, we can formulate opinions of what's going to happen. And, we got a good shot of being right. Like, with this cage match, I don't know what's going to happen. Is it just going to be them two beating the crap out of each other? Are you going to see his family tree come down? Are you going to see some Jimmy? Like, how is this all going to work? And I truly don't know what they're going to do with this match.
Yeah, that's the cage. You would think is to keep everybody out, and that's how Adam Pearce presented it. Or was it Aldis? Anyways, I think it was Pearce actually. They were both the same.
Aldis was off.
Was he? Okay, so I think that's what it was. Pearce presented it as a cage match to keep the whole family tree and all the riffraff out of it, and you guys can settle this in the ring. And he kind of played into the behind bars with the arrest and everything, right? So it was like double cute. But I look at it as a unique way to kind of have an escape, because within these rules, you can win by pinfall, submission, or escape.
Yeah.
You can escape the cage climbing over. You can escape the cage going through the door, or you can escape the cage like how Umaga lost. Umaga is the uncle of both these guys, right? Are you familiar with Umaga?
Nope. Fill me in.
Okay, so he's a part of the family tree. He wrestled Bobby Lashley 2006, 2007 for the ECW title or the Intercontinental title or something like that. And what happened was Lashley threw Umaga into the cage, and the cage exploded, fell to the ring. It fell in the apron, and Umaga rolled to the floor, and that's how he won the match. And that's how Lashley lost the match. So I was just like, when I saw this, and I saw both the cousins. I'm like, these motherfuckers are going to call back here. And I think that Fatu is going to throw Solo through the cage, and Solo is your winner. And I think it's going to be a nice little cute callback. But that's me. That's me very deep in the weeds, because the reason I bring that up is not to predict it, to be like, I don't think that this is defining. In the past, a cage match is a way to define a feud, to settle it, to keep all the riffraff out. No bullshit, no excuses. It's in the cage. You're going to win or you're going to escape, right? I look at it differently here. I think it is a way for the match to continue the feud, because there will be no pinfall.
I agree. And I don't think anything will be settled. I think this is going to roll right into Survivor Series like we saw last year. War Games.
Okay, that'd be...
Because you got the families, and you see it. You already see Jacob with Jimmy. You know it's only a matter of time before the rest of the family gets involved. And this is going to be, I could see it.
I don't know if I'm ready for another Bloodline versus Bloodline War Games. I don't know about that one.
Give it to me. Give it to me. You got Tama coming back. You know, it's going to be great.
Or maybe
I love this. I've loved this. I know a lot of people have this Bloodline fatigue. I thought it was awesome. I thought the Bloodline was one of these things that I kept seeing that got me back into wrestling a year and a half ago. Yep. So I'm good with it. Especially if you want to go the way it is now, where it's not with Solo being natural, and then you get Fatu. Is he going to lead Jimmy? Is Jay going to come in? Is Roman going to find a place? Is this going to go even further with Seth Rollins' crew? Because you already saw little bits and pieces of that.
Yeah, they're like walking past each other and stuff, right?
Like this is a big angle that this can continue. So, all
right, well,
I like these factions.
Mid-July, I don't want to see it. We'll see if they get me to want to see it come November. So
I can still see something with this where Fatu's beating the crap out of Solo, and Solo wins because he just wants to escape.
Yeah. Oh, here's the thing: if Solo wins, he's escaping. There's no chance. If Fatu wins, he's pinning him, and he's going to do like a moonsault off the cage, right?
We already saw that he broke both of his ankles.
Not Fatu, right? No, not Fatu. It was
no, it was Breaker. So you're right. Yeah, right. I'm not Breaker. Bronson Reed. Right.
Yeah, Bronson Reed, and then Jimmy broke a toe or something like that.
And then what's his name? Tongaloa got screwed up too with that match.
Yeah. See, they better not have another one. I don't know if they all can survive. All right, so I'm actually going Solo here. At the Saudi show, what was it, Night of Champions, I felt that they had a pretty decent match. And I liked that Solo was presented on a Saturday night's main event against Jimmy to get a decisive win. So I like that Solo's character is kind of building up to this match. And I like the cage match stipulation. I just think it's an unconventional way where it's a way to continue the feud, not escalate and finish the feud. So,
right.
All right, these are your guys. You love the Samoans. I think you might be a part of the family tree. I'm not sure what side. I think you're related to Yokozuna. I'm not gonna lie, but
I love these guys. They really, I can't get enough of them every week.
So. Is it because of the connection to Tony? And Tony's a part of the family tree in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get that part of the family tree a link up. You know, I figure why the guy's injured, we'd hopefully get something, but you know,
Tony's like on the 8th ring of the family tree, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Who are you picking?
So I want Fatu, but like you said, I think this is just continuing the feud, and Solo's gonna retain.
Yeah. All right. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think I would like to see Solo get a little more juice. What can he do? Can he start? He's sparking my interest after being dead on his arrival. Interest rise for me for 2-3 years now. Now when he shows up, I'm like, okay, what do you got? What do you got for me, Solo? The bar's so low. What do you got for me? And then
that was good. How you do? That was good. The bar's so low.
The motherfucker's pretty funny. I'll give him that. It's like, all right, now I'm laughing at him, so I'm invested. So
come on. With him and LA Knight a couple weeks ago, back and forth in there with everybody in the ring, that was comic. I mean, they were great.
No doubt. All right, so I'm surprised on paper that neither of us picked Fatu, because you would look at this cage match Fatu, but I think
they just got to carry the story, and I don't see Fatu if he wins outright. How are they going to pull this story off?
Yeah, if Fatu wins, it's over in a way, right? So
I got to ask you this.
Go. What do you got?
Do you think Solo can wrestle?
If he's in there with the correct partner, I think he can.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think if they want Solo to go out there with Jimmy John and carry him, I don't think it's going to be compelling enough. I think Fatu could. I think Solo is a bridesmaid. You know, he's a good he's good to have on the team. I think he can hang. Let's put it this way. I don't think he's going out there to deliver by himself, right? Fatu kind of can all day, every day.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think he carried the match against Jimmy the other day? Or was it all the antics that carried it?
All the antics. It was more about the antics than the
I can't argue with that. I just wanted to see what you had to say.
Listen, I'm coming around the corner on him. But the bar was so low, I kind of have to. You know what I mean?
That's right. I can't wait to see what happens in this match. More or less to see how you feel about Solo coming out of SummerSlam.
Well, I'm going to be there live, so hopefully I'll be putting my ones up when Jacob comes out.
I know. My son is wanted me to ask you, could you please make a sign so that he can find you?
Well, I'm probably going to buy nosebleed seats, so probably not.
Because he's going to watch it over with a fine-tooth comb to try to see you and the boys up there.
I'm sure he's found himself when we went to Raw, and he was yeeting with the droid coming out. So.
He did over and over. I had to take him to school to show all his friends.
That's awesome. Even though you're kind of like over here doing this, and he's down here doing this.
Get out of my way!
Get out of my way! I'm gonna yeet while you get out of here, kid.
The wife was like, "Wasn't Ryan there with you?" I go, "Yeah, I just completely eclipsed him."
Yeah. Oh, I'm in the. I don't want to be on anything. I'm like. All right, Mike. It's probably wrong podcast. I'll put it in the descriptions. Give him a follow, guys.
Please do.
Later, guys.